If you're listening, thank you for tuning in. You've made your way onto the Couch Effect. My name is John.
And I'm Christian.
Together we hope to bring to you a series of influential people from our communities and farther to share their stories of struggle, sacrifice, perseverance and success.
We think you'd find it interesting to know that whilst many of us might be polar opposites, we all meet at common grounds when it comes to life struggles. Oh yeah, and we're doing it from our couch.
Enjoy the ride. Welcome to the Couch Effect. Roll the intro. All right, Tony.
John Ray, thanks for having me here today.
Thanks for coming on, man. Me and Christian spoke last week about who would be the best person to have on our first episode.
Yep.
And we thought of you because we know you from a long time ago.
Yes,
we
of
know
course.
you from footy.
Those footy days, yep.
Yeah, and
Great competition between us two.
Yeah. Our friendship probably started off from competition, and it actually got better during times when we did CrossFit and stuff like that together.
Yeah,
where we'll train it together, but we're competing.
Yeah, of course.
So,
we obviously got older. We weren't kids no more.
Yeah,
it's not about winning and losing. It's about helping each other out.
Exactly. So obviously, for all our viewers, we know who you are. For the people that don't know who you are, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you've been up to.
All right. So my name is Tony. As you guys know, I run Step Up Personal Training, which is pretty much an outdoor boot camp. Apart from that, growing up, played footy. Always into my fitness, actually. Always into my fitness. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I just love the good vibes.
Yeah. For you getting into personal training, where did that come from? Did it stem from something?
Oh, well, pretty much I've always been that bloke to always help someone out. And I found that personal training that it can take you into different paths. But everyone thinks, personal training, just getting someone fitter, getting someone stronger. But you know what? It's not actually about the age, Johnny.
No, it's not.
You're a coach yourself, and you know that fitness starts from your head down.
100%.
Not physically, because if you're not feeling 100%. Good mentally, then physically, some people have actually have the best bodies, but their mind might tell them, no, they don't look good.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So for me, it's, getting someone's mind right and just generally making someone feel really good about themselves. And that's where I think personal training, through personal training, I actually have that power to make someone feel good. So once I started having that positive effect on people, it just got really addictive.
Yeah. So it sort of can go two ways too. Like if someone's really focused on how they look as well, that can also be a negative thing too.
100%.
So what I like to teach people is that they sort of need to look at, and I know you do this for your testing and stuff like that, where you hold an 8-week challenge.
Yeah.
You'll say, all right, I didn't lose my goal percentage, but you've lifted this much in the gym. You've created new habits. You're eating better than you were. You might not be eating the best, and no one's ever going to be like the coach. Our aim is to always make our people better than us. But it's looking back at the journey allows people to see what they've done, and it's for 8 weeks, in 8 weeks, such a short time. I mean, imagine if they do those things over and over again for a long period of time.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Johnny. Like people are stuck on numbers these days. I lost 3 kilos, or some people might not lose a certain amount on the numbers and on the scales, but what they've gained is incredible. Like you said, they can gain strength. But even for someone who has never trained before, even though you haven't lost any weight, just you attending training 1 or 2 times a week is still progression. 100%. And that's what people need to understand. Progression is not how much weight I've lost. It's not who's the fittest, who's the strongest. No, it's about progressing. Everyone has their own journey. And one thing that people do, which I never recommend, is that compare themselves with someone else. So everyone's body is different.
Yeah,
100%. What I want to say is people will always look at each other and say, he's got this or they've got this.
Yeah.
But they need to understand that we all go through separate things and different things, different events,
journeys.
completely different journeys.
100%.
You can't stop and say, he's got this,
Yeah.
but he's done this, and you've literally done nothing.
Yeah.
It's about looking in the mirror, self-growth, and understanding that this is my journey. That's their journey.
and counting the small progress. Like, okay, I even tell some of my clients, okay, how many times a week do you go to McDonald's, for example?
Yeah.
I'm like, 3-4 times. I'm like, okay, next week, don't stop going to McDonald's. Keep going, but let's go twice a week next week.
100%.
Right.
And that is still progress.
It is.
But they don't understand that. They look at the
right.
scales. I'm like, I only lost half a kilo this week, but half a kilo over 8 weeks, or let's say 12 weeks, is such and such number. you
Yeah,
know?
and there was it might have been a small win in such a big scale, but to either go from eating Macca's 4 times a week to eating it twice a week, that's a win.
That's
That's
still a win.
right.
And what that's doing to the human being is it's teaching them how to win and how to, how to build up a life of wins,
Yep.
of small little wins that eventually create good habits that you hold on to for the rest of your life.
It teaches you self-discipline,
100%.
which
yeah.
a lot of people, including myself, before I started training with you,
Yeah,
my self-discipline was shocking.
yeah.
I would go Macca's 4 times a week.
Yeah.
KFC, this isn't a joke.
Yeah.
A box of Coke, I'm drinking
Oh,
24 cans
we
a
see
week.
your Snapchats.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We see your Snapchats.
And then to begin training with him and then be
100%.
fully conscious of the decisions you're making
Yeah.
24/7.
yeah.
Massive.
And that's what I
change.
like about hard workouts, because in life, we go through hard times.
100%.
And what I've actually noticed with my members, after a hard workout, if they come out of that workout, whether they finish the workout or not, but if they gave 100% to that workout, they become better people in everyday life. And you see it over a long period of time, like
1,000,000%.
just mentally more mature. Like, I've had overweight guys come to me and like they've never taken out a girl before. And like, when we have our end of challenge parties, you see that guy I met a year ago
Yeah.
talking to all these different women,
That's
just
right.
with not doing anything bad, but having the confidence to ask a girl out for a drink, and vice versa. Like, a shy girl who never used to speak in my class, you see them at an end of challenge party after
Yeah.
they've lost a certain amount of weight. Like,
A little
isn't
bit more
that
confident.
that confidence? So
Yeah.
like, yeah, you should never underestimate those hard workouts that obviously us
100%.
coaches put into place.
100%. Everyone has it in them. It's
Unlocking
people
it.
always say like, what's the difference between you and Tony, or what's the difference between
Yeah.
you and this coach, or what's the difference? And really, we have different coaching styles,
100%.
but is it a matter of who has the better coaching style or who gets more from their clients?
Yep.
So who can tap into their client's mind
Yep.
That's right.
and get more from them?
Which is a
No
lot more
coach.
than lifting
Now-
weights.
Exactly.
Now, if you compare two coaches, right? You have a coach that has the best coaching, best
Yeah,
programs,
best programs.
the best equipment and whatnot, best facility. Then you have another guy who is determined to get his clients results. He's hungry for success and wants generally the best for their clients. Which one would you go for?
Yeah, of course. You're going to go with the one that's going to be more dedicated to you, gets the more
Yeah.
out of you.
100%.
Yeah, that's right.
100%.
Yeah, so coaching is not about who has the best program. It's who can, like you said, tap into a member's mind or a
Yeah.
person's mind
Yeah.
and absolutely get the best for that member.
That's right. And you see that so much out of your member base. I remember talking to you, it would have been years ago.
Okay.
We, where did we go? We might have went and trained at F45 for a session together.
Okay, yeah, in Parramatta.
Yeah, and we had a chat. I think that was the time we had a chat, and you said to me, it was the end of the year. You said to me, "Okay, how's Step Up going?" You go, "Good. I've got 20 members or 30
Yeah.
members or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that." And
Wow.
I'm like, "Oh, fuck, that's mad, bro! Like 30 members, that's awesome." And you're like, "Yeah, bro, I'm blessed. Thank you, God."
Yeah, always
I'm very
praise
blessed.
God, man. Yep.
And then the next year, I think you doubled.
Yeah,
And now I think you've tripled.
yeah, praise be to God. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. But like to see you grow in such a small amount of time, and people put so much trust into
Yeah.
you and your business, and it must be like for you, it must be so rewarding every single day going to work.
Well, for me, it's just about rocking up and being Tony. I don't do anything different whether I have 2 people in a class or whether I have 50 people in a class. I'm still Tony, and I still deliver to the best of my ability. And I think over time, people you know how it is, Johnny. Like, not all coaches are in it for the right reasons. You know, you have those coaches at the end of the month, they look at what hit their bank account. And to be honest, I have people looking after my bank accounts. I don't look at it, and I don't care about that. The way I measure success is not what hits your bank account. It's how many people in a week or within that month have I helped achieve their goals.
A certain goal, yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So yeah, I think I base the success of Step Up, you know, based on consistency and just being Tony, you know, just being Tony, you know.
100%.
I have really good programs, of course, but they don't come back to me for the programs. They come back to me because I generally want the best for people, and I generally want to bring the best out of someone. And if I don't do that, I haven't done my job.
100%. 100%. I totally agree with that. Take us back to Step Up, Tony and Avi out of school. Out of school Step Up. Take us back to those days.
That was good, man. I look back on those days and I thank God for those days because obviously it shaped me to the man I am now. Where
That's
do I
what the
start?
people really want to know about.
Okay. I'll take you guys back to where I started.
Now we're talking.
All right. Let's get going. Let me have some water. I'll take you back to school, actually.
Yeah.
We had a career advisor.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're approaching year 11, year 12. And we obviously had to tell the career advisor where we want to go in terms of selection for our subjects.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys did that at your school, but we have to do electives and whatnot.
Mm.
So I told him, what do you want to achieve in life? I'm like, I want to become a PT. And he's like, Tony, you're going to do 13 years of school to become a PT? I'm like, being a kid.
Stuff.
This is great stuff.
Yeah.
Being a kid.
Yeah.
I shit myself. I'm like,
100%.
all right, you know, this is my teacher. I have to listen to him.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So I looked at one of my PE teachers. I loved sport, Johnny and Christian. I loved sport. So the next best thing is a PE teacher. So I enrolled after school, Bachelor of Health and Movement.
Yeah.
It was a degree. I did one semester. It was cool. But I was really into my footy. I think we're all really into my footy.
That point,
to be honest, I didn't put studies first. I was fresh out of school. I was at college doing a Bachelor of Health and Movement at ACPE, so Australian College of Physical Education. And I was coming to the end of my first semester, and I got a call up to play for Lebanon in an international.
I remember that
international test match.
Yeah,
is that overseas?
Overseas in Canada.
Wow.
So it was Lebanon versus Canada. In Canada, in Toronto, big stadium, big crowd. It's everything you want.
Yeah.
You know?
You'll take it.
Yeah.
So
I had to ask my mom for some money. you know how Lebanese parents are. Oh, what for? Blah. I'm like, Mom, please, man, I want to get
Yeah, once in a lifetime, man.
Yeah. So
look,
I went to studies. I'm like, look, I got to put the semester. I finished the first semester. Second semester on hold. I'm going overseas to play football. Like, cool, whatever. So obviously I went there. I played footy. I actually scored the first try for Lebanon. I was wrapped.
I think I might have seen. I think I was watching on the internet.
I was wrapped, and I actually watched it when I got back home. And the commentators, rain coming down hard now. He's Toni Sassine. I'm like, he just said my name
in that accent too.
It's my name.
That's funny, bro.
Anyway, fast forward. So I got back, and I didn't want to waste a year.
Yeah.
So what do I do to, you know, because second semester's gone. I came back. I don't know when I came back. It was too late to join second semester. So I'm like, let's do a quick PT course. Yeah. I joined Shani Self-Fitness in Parramatta. Mm-hmm. It was like a 12-week course. I actually done a massage course with it as well.
Yeah.
So all up, I was there for, towards the end of the year. And I ended up opening up. And then, you know what? Hey, hang on a second. I got an offer. I posted, yes, PT, I finished. I posted up on Facebook, and I got an offer from someone else saying, hey, do you want to franchise our boot camp?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I just want to do one-on-ones.
Yeah.
I just want to be a one-on-one trainer.
Yeah.
And then Abraham did the same course. He actually played with me in for Lebanon.
Yeah. So he's on the same.
We're on the same journey. Same journey. I'm going to do whatever you're doing. Yeah. Whatever you do, I'm doing. And he wanted to do group. I wanted to do one-on-ones.
So you're already not agreeing.
Yeah. So my older brother's like, why are you going to franchise this person's boot camp? I mean, you can just put a couple of grand in and then
do your own.
Do your own.
Yeah.
And I was at the gym one day and I'm like, what am I going to call this boot camp? and Step Up just rang in my head.
Yeah.
Step Up just rang in my head.
That's it, just like that.
Just like that.
And now
Wow, I
it's,
wish
now,
it was that easy.
now it's tattooed on him.
It's tattooed on me. I
That's
can't show
Is
you
it
guys.
really?
Yeah.
Where?
I'll have to show you.
It's under his
I'd
arm.
like to see it.
Under his arm.
Oh,
We can see it after.
We'll see it after.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so came up with the name Step Up. We got a people to design me a design, and off we went. Kicked off Step Up. From there,
How many people did you start with?
I think I got 1 or 2 sign-ups. The rest were just one sign-up, probably 1 or 2 sign-ups.
Yeah.
The rest were all family.
And how many years is this from now?
7 years ago.
7 years ago. Wow,
7
already?
years ago.
7
years ago. 7 years ago. Yeah. So me and AB came to agreement. Step Up personal training, we're going to call it. We kicked off at a sports field, soccer field in Smithfield.
Yeah.
And
Get council approval.
yeah. Oh, no comment. No comment.
Rorted the system.
That's it.
Oh, of course. I was broke. I had no money. I think I was on
Yeah.
Centrelink $100 a week. If that.
I remember the days.
Yeah, they were good days. So yeah, that's pretty much how we started. Me and Abraham. And then you know what? From there, you know, we're rocking up to sessions sometimes in the mornings, and no one would rock up. No one would rock up.
Yeah.
It was tough. You know, you start questioning yourself: is this for me? Can
100%.
I make a career out of it? But I had that drive to just succeed. You know.
Yeah.
And you know, the journey didn't end there. Like you just. Yeah.
It was a speed bump. There was a speed bump that followed. I remember you told me what happened, and I don't know if you want to share it, but I remember you merged with another gym.
With another gym,
in the local area.
Yeah, I did. So see what happened there was Abraham had to pursue something else. He actually had his father's business to look after, because his father wanted to plan a future in overseas in Lebanon.
Yeah.
So me and AB parred, and I was on my own, and I got approached by another gym facility.
Yeah.
And to bring Step Up into that facility.
Yeah.
And it was an exciting opportunity, you know, 18 years old, getting, you know, 18 or 19 years old, getting a offer to go join a gym and be a manager there, you know, and I could run my own business through there. So, you know, being a kid, I'm like, yeah, let's go do it.
For sure. And moving from outdoor coaching into a place, you're like...
Yeah. And like, we didn't have much equipment, you know, a couple of kettlebells. We bought everything from Kmart.
Yeah.
Kmart has good gear, by the way.
It actually does.
Kmart's a great
Shout out
one-stop
Kmart,
shop, bro.
If you want to sponsor this podcast, Kmart.
Yeah, sponsor me and Johnny. We need some gear.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what ended up happening after?
So I was there for a couple of years. We were booming. We were doing really good. We actually had a good relationship, me and the owner there. But yeah, then things didn't really work out, you know. Like, I am a dominant coach, and you know, obviously, you know, as a coach, you love to deliver your own training sessions. So I thought to myself, you know, I don't want to have to report to someone if I want to, you know, do something, and if I want to plan a session. Like, all of my sessions, like, they come from my mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think this will be good to do today. And like, I didn't have that power to do that. I had to just, you know, this is a session and go deliver that session. But I want to change the session. You know, I want to make it go for a run.
Yeah.
I want them to do an extra burpee and stuff
That
like
was-
that. So, I ended up leaving that place. All my clients were there, and I was jobless.
Yeah.
So
Take us through
that took a
that
hard
period.
Yeah. So that was a big hit.
How long were you jobless for?
Actually, it was good because, not good. It was good because I went overseas.
Okay.
I'm like, yep, okay, cool. Don't worry about it. Everything's happening quick. I actually resigned. I didn't feel comfortable there, so I resigned. And Abraham came back into the picture.
Fuck, he's back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, AB, baby.
Back into the story.
Yeah. He's like, bro, I'm going to Lebanon to see my dad. I haven't seen him in a while, and I've booked you a ticket.
Wow, what a mate.
Allah.
Oh, like, I got some savings. I'll bring him with me. Yep. Mom, go, just ruh, man, just go.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah,
timing.
so I went there, and then, you know, my brother's like, look, clear your head. He owns a concrete pump, and he's
Yeah.
like, look, I'll put you on the pump. I'll give you 6 days a week work. You know, we'll do well. We end up buying 2 pumps. I'm like, yeah, hectic. Yeah, no worries.
fuck
You know,
it.
you know
at
when
the
you're
time,
down.
you're like, yeah, bro.
You know when you're down. And you're like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, everything's mad.
Yeah, everything's bad. Like, fuck the world. So yeah, I went to Lebanon. Had the time of my life. Haven't been since. And that was like 2016, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Then I came back. I worked on the pump a bit. I don't know.
Not for you.
Not for me. And then I actually got another offer. It was just general labouring, but fuck, the money was good.
Yeah.
I did that for a week, and that was the most I've ever got paid in my life.
Yeah.
Through the 3-4 years I was doing PT.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is good. Another week, did it. 2, 3. I think I done it for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, for me, money means jack shit to me. It was just about, I wasn't getting much out of myself. I'm like, who am I? How can I make this world a better place?
Yeah.
So one day I was sweeping the floors at my job and just looking at the people around me. This person's smoking. This person's eating takeaway. This person's using foul language. This bloke's shirt's off. My shirt's off when I'm training, but this bloke's shirt's off. And it was just a shit environment, to be honest. And I'm like, come on, Tony, man, you're better than this. What are you good at? I didn't want to think of fitness, but I said, I'm not going back to it.
Yeah.
What are you good at, Tony? What are you good at? Fuck. Yep. Fuck it, bro. There's no one better than me than what I used to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Gotta
fuck,
go
let's
for
go.
it.
Yeah.
Tony, let's go. Like, we're on here. Like, we're on. Digged into my savings. I bought $5,000 worth of equipment. I think I had $0 I think left in my bank account.
Yeah.
Put everything to step up. Boom, guys. I made a video. Paid $100 for this guy to do videos. Welcome back, guys. Step Up is relaunching.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. I was lucky in my first week. Rent was actually $120,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I need 4 clients at $30 a week, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
4 clients at $30 a week, and I'm happy.
Yeah. Someone help the man out.
I got 4 clients in my first week.
Oh,
What? Fuck yeah,
wow.
brother.
God, mate.
Yeah, we're on here. I had a hole as big as this room. Honestly, it was shit.
Yeah.
It was those cockroaches, but hey, it
Gotta
was.
start
It
somewhere,
works.
bro.
We started there.
Yeah.
That was only 2 years ago, Johnny.
Wow.
That was only 2 years ago.
Crazy.
No.
2 years.
And then, obviously,
2
I
years?
had to pay my I actually had to pay my bills. So I was on Facebook, and F45 was sort of like kicking in. It was
Yeah.
kicking in F45, and I seen an ad. Parramatta CBD is opening a new
Facility.
a new facility.
Yeah.
But man, fresh start for me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'll do mornings there, get a bit of cash money, and we'll go from there. I was still playing footy at the time,
Yeah.
playing semi-professional,
Yeah.
Ramassy Cup, Sydney Shield.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of an income, but nothing. Good to pay for your petrol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's
Some
right.
matches if you win.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, they pay so poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got accepted into F45. I enjoyed it because it was my style of training, functional training, high intensity.
Yeah.
And I went from there. So I started to rebuild. And then I started getting asked, hey, Tony, I want abs. I go, fuck, I looked at my body. I didn't have abs. I was stocky. I played footy.
Yeah.
I'm 68 kilos now. Back then I was 78 kilos. So
Wow.
for a short person, 78 kilos, you're like a little Oompa Loompa
Yeah.
running around the field. So I'm like, okay. I keep getting asked, how do I get abs? And I sort of knew what it takes to get abs, but I actually didn't.
We never applied it.
I never applied it to
Yeah,
myself.
yeah,
So
yeah.
if I'm like,
I know
if
exactly
and
what you mean.
now I'm that coach that I won't give you something unless I've done it before.
Yeah.
So I did a challenge myself. No bread, no rice, high proteins, obviously low carbs, and stay consistent with that. Then I put a before and after photo of myself, and I got some good
Results.
results, good
Yeah.
interest. I actually had a 6-pack.
Wow.
I might have to try that.
Yeah.
Swear to God, bro, I'm due for some abs.
Yeah.
It's been 10 years.
And then, from there, Johnny, people seeing that, like, I want to join this kid's journey.
Mm.
He just trains hard and helps people, and people seeing that, I started to become more active on social media.
Yeah.
And the rebuild was on, and one after another, I started getting a few clients, and I think that's when you came along. I invited you over to a session at F45.
Yeah.
And that's when I had about 20 clients. I thought I was peaking, brother. Like killing
Yeah.
20 clients at for $30 is only
You're
$600 a
winning.
week. So I paid the rent. I was
Yeah.
left with $400. Like
You're
my
good.
shout Maccas.
Yeah.
So yeah, Johnny. So from there, look, I'm still that same person that I was 3 years ago. The person who had 2 clients at the park with Abraham.
Yeah.
But I was just exposed to more people,
Yeah.
and I was doing more with myself. So
Yeah.
yeah, one thing led to another, and then I got an opportunity. One of my clients is a school teacher at Holy Family, and her mum approached me and said,
That's
"Hey,
our primary school, by the way.
oh yeah, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
your name's on the board."
Yeah, yeah.
When I walk
School
in.
captain.
Yeah, you can never
Vice
get away from me,
captain.
Johnny.
It was
Both
vice
of us.
Oh,
captain.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, the boys.
Couple of leaders, bro. Couple of leaders.
Yeah, so that's when I expand. I got into a bigger hall, and obviously over the times you become, you do your studies, you learn
Yeah.
different training techniques, and
Yeah.
you become a better coach, and people see
100%.
that, and
Anything with time, I guess.
100%.
and people can see that, if you're a hard worker, if you know your craft, you make sure you're the fucking best at it, and people seeing that
100%.
this guy loves fitness, and he's just fitness.
Yeah.
That's exactly why
And-
you're here with us.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, so it's from there. It's just our clients got good results, and I applied what I applied to myself to my clients, and it worked. And yeah, it worked. I'm not
Yeah.
saying like whatever I do is going to work for you and you and you and you, but being exposed to, being exposed like in Maryland, so like heaps of Lebos and whatnot. And when I was at F45, I met a different demographics.
Yeah.
There was Asians, there was Aussies, there was, fobs and whatnot. There was,
Yeah.
different
of course.
demographics, and you learn how to communicate with different people and tap into
100%.
different people differently.
Mm.
But one thing I've always been known for is my good vibes. I always greet someone with a smile.
Yeah.
Whether they smiled back or not, but I was always known. And everyone used to tell me, I used to do the 5:30 a.m. classes.
Yeah.
I fucking hate mornings, but now, I
The
love mornings.
best thing
Yeah.
in the world.
It's the best thing in the
morning-
world.
It
The
is,
earlier
man.
I'm up, the better I feel.
It's the best thing in the
I
world.
swear to God.
Waking up while everyone's asleep
Yeah.
Bro.
is the best thing. And I used to rock up to 5:30 a.m. classes at F45, and I've always been known for this guy. Just as soon as you greet
So
someone with a
smiley.
smile, like if you look at life now, like everyone's depressed at home, 9 to
Yeah.
5 jobs, and the last thing they want is to see an angry trainer.
100%.
So I think
100%.
my success comes from greeting someone with a smile, bringing good vibes, and that's what I'm about. And I think that's what people lack these days.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like, all right, like whether you're worth $1 million or not, you can still smile.
That's
like,
exactly right.
This virus.
yeah,
this
it's made
virus
everyone
has
upset,
exposed-
hasn't
Has
it?
it, brother?
Exposed so many people.
It has exposed.
Yeah.
There's people at home tapping out like, bro, what's going on? This
Yeah.
world. I think you should be looking inside at this time at yourself.
Yeah.
Time to
100%.
assess. And people like yourselves who have done it and are established and have businesses are fine. And me, I've sort of looked inside a while ago and I'm fine at the moment. But there's people who are really struggling to deal with this
Yeah.
virus and staying indoors. They don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I guess the first week for me was a hard hit.
Yeah.
Like with a flick of a fingers, I
It was
lost.
always changing.
Yeah,
I didn't say like I lost my business, but it was like, oh,
It's time to adapt.
fuck.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
something.
But then like you'll notice, Johnny, like when you're busy,
Mm.
like, oh, I want to do that, but because I'm too busy.
Yeah.
My first week of thinking, I'm like, oh. Then I remembered, hang on, Tony, you wanted to do A, B, C, D,
This is the time.
and you were too busy for it.
Yeah.
Go fucking do it now.
Exactly.
Boom, I
Right.
got to work and I was on. And you know what? Within the first week, I opened up an online training program, and,
Yeah.
and I'm offering that now. So,
Yeah.
and
Give
you know,
a shout out.
yeah.
Get some people signed up.
Not yet. not yet. I'm still testing on some clients. But yeah, like no matter what situation you're in,
Always make it work.
make it work. Like
Always.
if I didn't get put through those tough times, and if I didn't make that decision when I was swiping those floors,
Mm.
sweeping those floors, if I didn't click and say I want to do this
Yeah.
during my tough times, then I would not been the person I am now. I would have been still sweeping those floors.
The biggest thing is, and I said to Christian before you came on the show, I said, Tony is a doer. I said, and the difference between people, and we always talk about this, literally is that some people do and some people don't. Now, you probably know a friend, you probably know a family member who says, I'm going to do this, going to do this, going to do this.
all right.
And nothing ever happens, or they do it for a day, or they do it for half an hour, or they do it for a week, and nothing ever comes of it.
Yeah.
The biggest thing, like for you, and I think what it stems from is because you were at your lowest of lows at one point, and you had to invest your last $5,000 into building your current empire.
Building Tony, like,
So all of a sudden, everything you ever feared in life, it's not that scary anymore.
Yeah.
Because you've done it. You know what I mean? So anything else that comes your way, initially it's, okay, how am I going to react to this? But you always get it done.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? And that's literally the difference between people that I feel are, happy, and people that aren't happy, or whether they know they're happy or not, is some people do things that they want to do and some people don't. And generally, the thing that holds people back is fear. And you've literally only got to speak to the people that have been at the lowest of lows to understand that the thing that you fear the most never happens.
Yeah, well, you got to understand also, God puts us in certain situations for a certain reason. And you have those people who be like, oh, fuck the world, I'm in this situation, and they blame life like life owes them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to do something, you get up and you go do it, You're put in these hardships and these situations, as a test. And if you come out of that test,
you're better.
You become better.
That's right.
It's like getting put through a tough workout. You can either give up or you just give your best, and you always end up being better.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Okay,
right.
so now everyone's gone through a tough time, but work on some personal goals. For our health and fitness members, like, work on that push up that you've never once got. Work on perfecting a sit up.
That's right.
Yeah.
So when you come to when you come to load yourself with like a back squat or whatever, you've perfected that body weight. Let's add some load. So take a few steps back and build from there.
That's
and
right.
You know what? And if you take small steps, you breathe and you relax and you think about stuff, then you apply it.
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
It's powerful. People don't understand. People need to understand that the only way a situation will change is if they make it change, or they change the way they think about the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to sit and I used to hate going to work. I used to.
I remember,
seen it on
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Sure, everyone remembers that.
Don't even credit to you, bro. You've changed this bloke's life.
No, I literally, bro, I used to get up. I used to have anxiety in the morning.
Don't you remember, bro? He used to dry reach. He used to dry reach.
I reach in the morning. And I always knew from a young age, I don't know if it's just the Lebo in me, that one day you go out on your own, you start your own business in something.
Of course, yeah.
That's just how we were thought. That's how we were taught. That's just what I thought.
Bring it closer to you.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just here's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what was I saying?
You said you always knew that being a Lebo.
Being a Lebo, we're bound to go out for ourselves. But yeah, being sick, going to work, anxiety, then training and understanding and looking at life differently, that comes from within. And people don't understand that. People are always looking around and saying, what's he doing?
It's like that wait for an opportunity to be like, yep, go on your own.
Yes.
No, that needs, like you said, it needs to
never
come
comes.
within. No, it's not going to come.
That's right. It never
it's like
comes.
that girl who sits at home and complains about boys.
Yeah.
Go do something about yourself.
That's exactly right.
Or just, if you're going to sit at home, no one's going to come find you.
That's exactly right. And people need to understand that they have control over every situation they're in. They can either change the way they think about it. Never try to change anyone, because that will never work. But just understand that mentally, you're a lot more powerful than people think they are.
Than what you think, yeah.
Most of the time as well, it's we're coaches. So people think as coaches, you're Superman.
We're robots.
So they just think like naturally we're built this way to act this way.
I know, because I used to think.
But
oh, you're a coach. It's your job.
Yeah.
No,
You
it's
know
your
what I
job.
mean?
Well, it's actually harder for us.
that's why it's good to have you, because you've gone through literally. You're not a coach.
Yeah.
You've gone through training, applying. It's not even training. It's
No,
not
it's
even
not.
training. It's the discipline and the principle behind training.
It's literally training your brain.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's about dedicating yourself to something for longer than the average bloody human's attention span, and actually putting in effort to be better at something. And it's not being better at that thing, it's what you did to be better at that thing.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
applying that exact
Into everyday
same
life.
thing
Into everyday
everything
life.
else.
That's exactly.
Number one is consistency. Like if you're consistent at training, for example, you're going to get results. If you're consistent with your work
You're gonna get
over a long period of time,
That's right.
you're going to get results.
If you're consistent with working on yourself, being, happy, or waking up, and whether it's waking up before the sun because the sun makes you happy, or waking up and writing down 3 things that you're grateful about every day, if you're consistent with those things, it's going to have some sort of effect on you.
Yeah, well, when my members, I put them through an 8-week challenge before they even open up their booklet. There's 3 rules.
Yeah.
And it goes by hard work, number 1. Number 2 is consistency. If you're hardworking and very consistent, number 3 is results.
Yeah.
So putting 100% into your work or your training or your nutrition, being consistent with that, you'll get results.
That's right.
100%.
There's consistency and there's hard. You need to work hard. You need to work hard.
That's
Can't
right.
work around that.
You need to work hard.
That's right. Most people are looking for some way to not work hard.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I find though, when you start the hard work and the consistency, when the results come, you're happy, but I feel like you're more in love with the process.
And you're like,
and the
hang
journey
on,
of
I
it.
just did this for 6 months. Can you imagine if I do this for another 6 months,
Yes,
and then another year,
Yes.
and you become better and better
And the
and better
momentum
and
just
better
grows.
and just yep.
Bro.
And then people want to be a part of that success, right?
Exactly.
And then that's how you grow as a person. That's how you grow the people around you. And no one wants to hang around with someone who's not positive and who doesn't have goals, because
Yeah.
Amen.
what you do, is inspiring other people around you. You never know who you are inspiring.
Brother,
100%.
people really need to, especially this day and age with Instagram and Snapchat, and
Yep.
people,
Yeah,
there's
that's a good topic
girls
now.
and guys with followers and massive amounts of following who really don't understand, by posting one simple thing, even if it's a positive message in the morning,
Yeah.
that's 100K followers you have.
Yeah. Exactly.
Look, we need to understand, and so our members, myself and your members, Johnny, they need to understand that when this person with a hard rock 6-pack, or when this girl with a 10 out of 10 body posts a photo, they have the best lighting. They've starved themselves for a long period of time,
It's a false reality.
and after that photo, they stuffing themselves with Maccas, and they'll never look like that again. And not only that, they're smiling in that photo, but they're crying behind their phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is
So-
a sad truth.
And it's sad because it's sort of an unexpected. It's just not unexpected, unrealistic. Expectations that our members might have. Like whenever I have a new member, like, what's your goals? Girls always send me,
I want to look like
a
this
bikini
girl.
shop. Like,
That's
Yeah.
bro, they've
well,
sold this.
this girl
image
paid
like,
for that
wow.
photo shoot.
Yeah.
She's
They're going to
She
make
starved
her
herself,
look the
lighting,
best she
editing,
has
and
ever
whatnot.
looked in her
And that's the
entire
sad
life.
thing about, you know what? Sometimes, in social media, when my top's off,
Yeah.
and if I'm hairy, or sometimes I don't have intense photos, I want people to know that I don't always have a 6-pack.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I have
100%.
off season, I have in season,
Yeah.
and most of the times when I do have a 6-pack, I'm tensing my brains out.
Yeah.
So
I love
I don't-
the honesty.
I don't.
but
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah.
I'm fucking tensing my brains
Of
out. I'll
course.
make sure the lighting is good. Yep,
100%.
take a photo.
You're
Smile.
right.
Go.
You're right.
Like, and I'll be honest. Sometimes some of my photos, like my abs aren't popping out, but I
Yeah.
want to send that message that it's okay not to have a 6-pack.
100%.
Yeah.
It's fine. So
Yeah. 100%.
yeah. So that's something that that needs to be fixed, I think.
So we had a message from, I think they're a Step Up member, and they asked me, so where does Tony see? And I wanted to get into this because I'm a little bit different. So they're like to me, where does Tony see Step Up in 5 years?
Okay.
And before you get into it, when people ask me that about 180 or about myself or about Tony, like where do you see Tony in 5 years, or where do you hope to see Tony in 5 years, or where do you see Step Up in 5 years, or where do you hope to see Step Up in 5 years? For me, I'm a little bit different. Like I know it's good to have goals.
Yep.
In terms of personal goals and business goals and relationship goals or whatever it is, but for me, I don't like to look that far ahead. It's just me. I don't like to look that far ahead. I'm more like, okay, well, what do I want to do this week? how can I be better every day?
Yeah, I'm
And
sort of similar.
I feel like I haven't ever really looked and said, in 5 years, I want 180 strength and fitness to be this. So for you, do you have a plan in mind for step up in 5 years?
Well,
or
for me, if you asked me 5 years ago, would I be where I am right now? I'd be like, I would have not even thought about it.
yeah,
So I'm just gonna keep, like I said previously, I'm just gonna keep rocking up as Tony, delivering the best service to my members and to my clients, and being the best person I can
100%.
possibly be for the people around me. And wherever life takes me, I'm happy to go with the flow.
Yeah, for sure.
Who would ever know that we'll be in isolation now, not being able to work? So sometimes when you do set goals that far ahead and you don't meet them,
yeah,
you sort of feel like, oh shit,
Disappointment.
like you're disappointed. But
Yeah.
if you just rock up and take things by the day, obviously have small goals, and just kick ass every single day.
yeah.
Know your
So
craft.
you're more.
be the best at it. Rock up every day and just
Yeah.
smash your day.
So you're more similar to what I like.
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
I
I don't
am.
like to look that far ahead because I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to upset myself in 5 years if I say I want a big facility and I want this. To be honest, I
And mine
don't
can
know
change
if.
too.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I want a massive facility, and because it might scare off some of my members. Most of my members are average people
Yeah.
who are scared to go into
Go
a
into
gym.
the big
So,
box
I
gym.
feel like that's a good idea, just in here,
yeah.
It is a good idea.
Do you know what I
That's
mean?
all it is.
because I
Yeah.
do form work. I work for my dad, and we're at a stage where you can go
Do your own stuff.
next level of big, but
Oh,
it's not worth it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes just restricting yourself before the next level,
100%.
if you're content.
Yeah, like if you're happy and look, if something is working, don't try to fix it. You know, like, if
That's
something's
right.
not broken,
Yeah.
don't try to fix it.
That's right.
So
I always think that's a problem, especially in Lebanese community. I think a lot of the time they always want to show that they have more, or
Yeah.
that
Oh,
they're doing
bad. Nah.
they're doing big things. And I've spoken to another gym owner. I've spoken to plumbers. I've spoken to electricians. Like someone, you might be a very good plumber, and I'm a plumber, but I only do maintenance plumbing.
Yeah.
So I have my own van. I work for myself, but you've got fucking 10 vans on the road, 10 boys. That's more of a headache, right? So
yeah.
you come to me and you say, "Hey, John, bro, I've got 10 boys on the road. We're killing it. You should look at doing something like that."
I get that all the time. Like, bro, come on, it's time for your second location. It's time for your third location. I'm like, there's one fucking Tony.
Yeah.
You know?
like
And
settle down.
and the service is not going to be the same.
Exactly.
That's exactly
So
right.
why would I open up 10 different locations, give myself a headache, and like while I'm coaching my class, I might be thinking about how's Bankstown location going?
Yeah.
You know
And
what
it
I mean?
won't be what
So-
it was.
And then it defeats
Yeah.
the purpose of Step Up. Step
That's
Up,
how I see it too.
for good vibes and
Go there, you know what you're getting.
yeah,
Same
so-
people, same vibe.
It's like, so sometimes being bigger shouldn't always be the goal. It's being better at what you do.
Yeah.
And I don't think that opening up a bigger facility is gonna make me a better coach.
No way.
I
Well,
mean,
it'll
said.
probably get you away from coaching, to be honest, because
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
Then I have to sit back and then just program, make sure this person's
Business
doing that.
mind, yeah.
And
Exactly.
then I'm not much of a businessman. I just like to rock up, see someone smile, make someone
100%.
smile, make someone's day. I love receiving those messages saying, "Tony, I had the worst day, but I feel so much better now after
It's
I compared
powerful.
one of your sessions." And okay,
100%.
my day's done. I made someone happy.
You got to
Yeah, that's
understand why people train too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like some people, for them, they've worked in the city 9 to 5
On the train. Depressed people.
depressed. Office jobs are fucking depressing.
They are, and like I know heaps of members, and friends who they have so much pressure from work. Oh, you got to hit target. Oh, and they come to me, started crying. Like, what's wrong? Like, oh, I didn't hit target today, and my boss is this. Listen, just don't worry about it. Just
Yeah.
train
so
and
relaxed.
Just hit the wall ball target.
just don't. Go for a block run, you feel better. So people come depressed, and like you just want to make people feel good when they come and see you, and like expanding isn't going to make someone feel
No,
good.
That's
It's just
right.
No, yeah, it's just in that person's mind that has told you you should expand. It's just literally they didn't ever think about what they said.
Yeah.
They just said, "Oh, you should get
From a
you should
business
expand."
That's right.
You
It's
know
just
what I
a
mean?
throw-off comment,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is just...
Well, just so I can put on Facebook and Instagram, I got 10 locations now.
Yeah.
I'm king shit. No,
which is unfortunately how it was.
Yeah.
yeah. Or that's what Instagram. That's what we should do, right? Like we
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
wear the best clothes. We should drive the best car. We should wear the latest, shoes and slides. For me, it's not about that. It's much different, man. It comes within, like
100%. Man.
you just want to make someone feel good,
Good
and
with 100%.
bring the best out of someone.
Yeah.
It is 100 times better than wearing Gucci shoes
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I also think understanding your client, so understanding that training to them is, whilst me and you might want to be, the best in the gym, or we want to, train to feel the best or whatever, or to inspire our members the most. People literally just want to go there to switch off from the world. You know what I mean? Because if you've got a boss or a target or something that you've got to meet every single day, or you're on the job site every single day, or whatever it is, and then you want your environment, your gym environment, to sort of be the place where people can, which is why we have footies, we have soccer balls, all that stuff, man. Everyone comes to the gym an hour early because they want to kick the ball around.
Yeah, have a chat, unwind.
Yeah.
Being in an environment like that is, especially like you said, people in an office. I have friends who work in offices.
It's
Johnny
in the
knows
press. I
too.
feel sorry for him, but
After they're calling me to hang out because they need to get this off their chest. Like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
Mm.
So to come to a place like a gym, like you both have, even myself, I need the gym more than, like, I need to be at the gym regularly when the
Yeah.
gym's open.
Exactly.
I need to feel the people around there. Everyone's good vibes. Everyone wants to see me do well.
Yeah.
I want to see people do well.
yeah.
You can't beat that. That's
Yeah.
literally the best feeling.
100%. And don't get me wrong, you're always going to get that competitive
Of course.
member who wants to
part
beat
of it.
everyone.
Oh,
But
that's the
it makes
best thing
things fun,
about
you
it.
know.
It makes you better.
You can't be too serious.
No.
I'm at the stage where I have average and everyday people, and I've had those average people who have been there for 2-3 years now, and they're ready to take things next level. So sometimes I put them in their own class.
Yeah.
I'll train them on their own, and then train this person on their own. But one thing I love about my members who have been there 2 years ago and now they're on this level here, they've been taught to help these people.
That's right.
So that's community.
100%.
You know?
100%.
I'm not the best, no. I train a bit harder because I have different goals, but I'm still going to lower myself to your level, and I'm still going to bring you up as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's what fitness is all about. Even me, say if I'm training at the gym and I'm going nuts because I'm obviously an athletic person and I have goals that I want to reach, fitness wise. If I see someone else and I bring myself down to his level, and I'm probably better to do this way and whatnot. And I think that's very important.
100%.
You don't want someone who's like, I'm too good to go speak to this person. No, and
It makes people think, and it makes people...
It turns people off, and it's because
Exactly.
entering the gym or a training session is intimidating in itself.
Yeah, that's
Even
right.
for me, like if I was to go to a new class where no one knows me, like you're a
daunting,
bit nervous.
it is.
Yeah, you're a bit
It
nervous.
is a bit daunting.
You're nervous. It's new
You
people,
don't want people
new
to-
faces.
Yeah, you don't want people to have that impression about fitness.
Of course.
Yeah,
It's good that you're aware of it, because there's some people who would just see the money side of things. Come on, I need this many members, and what the fuck's going on? And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
And you know what? And when you're stressed, worrying about
The money,
the
or
money
finance,
or
keeping the
finances
business
or how
afloat.
many members I have and whatnot, members can feel it as well.
Yeah.
Members can feel it, and they'll ask you, how's your day going or whatnot. Like they know if I've had a bad day,
Yeah.
something happened, I'm tired of it. They know,
Yeah.
man.
Of
They
course,
know.
yeah.
So
'Cause-
if you're a coach and you're not in it for the right reasons, you'll be exposed.
yeah.
Enough said.
Yeah.
You can-
100%.
You're gonna be exposed if you're not doing it for the right reasons. You will
eventually,
be exposed,
yeah.
and go look for another job.
I feel like with anything, if you're not doing some things they're not the right reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, it undoes itself.
Like I see these coaches copying, different training styles, and I've seen this person do that, I'm gonna do that, but you lose sort of the effect that like be yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
let people come to you because
You're you.
you're you,
Exactly.
not because you found a nice good exercise on YouTube and you're gonna
100%.
be you. You know what I mean?
Of
Be you
course.
because your members want to see that, and just be you, man.
So tell us a little bit about the Step Up logo on the bus. How did that happen?
That's
Well, look,
officially
I got
made it.
Yeah,
We've made it.
I seen that.
No,
I was
honestly,
like, bro,
no.
wow.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Wow, this guy's killed it. He's on the bus." To be honest, I've got to give all the credit to my marketing crew.
Yeah. I
yeah.
see, man. They do some good stuff.
Seek marketing, yeah. Well, look, they come up with the ideas. Go for it. Like, if you guys think it's good, if you guys think that's what I need, then go for it. I don't want to worry about the marketing side of things. I just want to get into my classes,
Yeah.
deliver the best coaching sessions, and that's it. I don't want to focus on anything else. So, yeah, credit to them, man. It was actually good. I didn't expect it to be as good.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I still haven't seen it.
Really?
No
You haven't
way.
seen it?
I still haven't seen it. Yeah.
What areas does it go in?
It goes from that Riversby area to Parramatta, so through
Oh, wow.
Granville and it's around the West Sydney area.
Yeah.
That's cool,
It's fun.
but
It's
that's
fun.
mad to
Yeah.
have. Like,
So what, do they just come to you and say, Tony, we're going to throw your logo on a bus?
Yeah,
Or-
like we're thinking of some marketing strategies, and
Yeah.
we're gonna put you on a bus.
Yeah.
Like, yep, okay, what am I look like? Yep, my God, just go do it.
Yeah.
Because most of the things that they've actually done for me has been pretty successful.
Yeah.
So
A lot
look,
of the stuff.
yeah.
you just gotta let people do their thing.
That's right.
As
Trust
a
them.
coach and as a business owner, you can't, as much as you want, you can't be the best at everything.
No, you can't.
Know what you're good at
Yeah.
and just stick to that.
And hire someone or
Yeah,
get someone that's good at something else. And
offload the other work to other
Yeah.
people.
I think that's a massive thing for people to understand, that you don't have to be the best at everything. I
Yeah.
think it's actually more important to know that you're not the best at everything.
You need to.
Yeah.
You can't be the best at
Yeah.
everything.
Because things like
I even sorry Tony, go for it.
your return on investment. So your return on investment, if you were to do the marketing,
Mhm.
will probably be a lot less than if someone else was to do
Well,
the marketing.
Be the biggest headache.
Yeah. So if someone that knows what they're doing with marketing, first of all, you lose the headache, and secondly, they're doing it professionally every single day, day in, day out. So they're obviously going to be better than you. So
Yeah.
they're people that you need. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. I even got people to not that I told them to do it, but I've even got my members saying, Tony, what's tomorrow's session? I want to write it on the board for you. Your handwriting is much better than mine, so you go for it.
That's why
Yeah,
your sessions are always.
It's so
neatly
neat,
written.
yeah. When it's scribble, it's me.
Yeah.
I write them at home. Woo.
Yeah, I write them, and my miss, like Em, she coaches with us. If I write it and she comes in, does a session, she's like, "What's
What's
that
this?
say?
Yeah.
What are you writing on the
For
board?"
us, it's just reference to remember what we're doing today.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Same. I've got abbreviations. Like all my members, I've got abbreviations for everything,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
John, what's this? What's
Yeah.
AF overhead?
Yeah.
Blah,
Oh, H is overhead.
Yeah, OH, or I do like
DU double unders. I was like, what's that, bro? Double unders. Come on, man.
yeah, or like sumo deadlift high pull. I do
Yeah.
SDLHP.
Yeah.
They're like, bro, what is all these letters you're putting?
But
on
like
the
as a
board?
coach, you can just talk a bit of crap to him, like, oh, it's a new workout.
egg them on a bit.
Yeah, it's funny.
So if you had a tip, right,
Mhm.
for let's say you had do you have a younger brother?
Yes, of course.
You do. All right. So your younger brother, how old is he?
At the moment, he is, I think he's 20, 19 or 20. I think he's 20.
Oh,
20.
so
He's
I got
watching.
4 brothers, man. So, yeah.
so he's around the age that you were at when.
Yeah,
you s-
I'm always telling him off. David, I started Step Up when I was 18.
Yeah. What's one sort of bit of advice you would give someone in his position at that age? Because obviously, when you started, Step Up was around that kind of age.
Mhm.
So let's say you're talking to yourself
Okay.
now, 26-year-old Tony talking to 20-year-old Tony.
Mhm.
What would you tell 20-year-old Tony?
Well, I was pretty patient, but what I told someone like my little brother is be patient. Don't worry about the big bucks. Don't choose a job just
Yeah,
for
that's
like
right.
how much you're going to get paid for it. Just whatever you do,
Yeah.
I always tell him, David, whatever you do, be the best at it. Now, he works at Macca's, and I'm like, and he hates it. I'm like, David, be the best at what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're flipping burgers, be the best burger flipper.
Yeah.
Because there might be someone there looking at you
Yeah.
saying, although this bloke's flipping burgers,
Yeah.
he's putting 110% into it.
That's right.
And that person who's working with you
Yeah.
can one day be a CEO of some big company.
Yeah.
And who'll remember David was the best burger flipper.
Yeah.
Imagine if I give him
This task.
this task and give him this X amount of money.
That's right.
Imagine how good he'll be at that.
That's right.
100%.
You know what I mean? So yeah, my word of advice, whatever you do, like most of your members, they're from school, right?
Yeah.
But if you were a dick in school,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have your members, would you?
100%.
So to the young generation out there, be a good person.
Yeah.
Be patient. Know what you're doing or know what you want to do and be the best at it.
Yeah.
And if for someone who's stuck and doesn't know what they want to do, just whatever you're currently doing, whether you're going to school at the moment or whether you have a job at a customer service place,
Yeah.
give them the best service.
Yeah.
Greet someone with a smile.
Yeah.
Give someone a good experience.
100%.
And one day that will progress you into the person you are shaped to be.
Yeah. So, one thing you're renowned for is step up. Another thing is obviously F45. So, some people might know this. You're currently ranked third in Australia.
Third in Australia, yep.
For your for F45 in the men's category.
Yep.
Take us through how you got started with F45 and how you got to where you are today, currently ranked third position.
So my main sport growing up was footy, as we spoke about previously. Then joining F45, they have something called a F45 playoffs, which is a 10-minute fitness test, testing strength, fitness, agility, and overall conditioning. There was a weekend where football got cancelled, and one of the coaches at F45 said, "Hey Tony, go to the playoffs." At that time, I didn't know nothing about it, so I came onto the weekend. I took my little brother with me. I'm like, "David, let's go. I got this fitness test to do. Let's go do it." How hard can 10 minutes be? Let me tell you, it was the hardest 10 minutes I have ever done. So pretty much waited in line. I wasn't even nervous, but I didn't really care about it.
Yeah.
Completed the test. When I completed the test, I was at Manly Beach. On the side, where the steps were, felt like I was going to vomit. David, go get me your Powerade. Your brother's about to faint. And, I'm not used to stuff like that. I'm used to being, hard worker, being the best and whatnot. Yeah. And my score was that bad that I didn't even get a score. Wow. I had to actually watch the video again, which my brother recorded off his phone. He recorded it off his phone, so I had to count my scores together. And adding up the scores, I didn't even make the top 100. And I walked away from it very sad. And I looked back at myself. I looked back at the competition, and I'm like, one day, I'm going to win this competition. Yeah. Fast forward 3 years later, took a lot of hard work. Literally blood, sweat, and tears. And at some stages of my training sessions, I actually fainted a couple of times of how hard I was training. Wow. I don't recommend that, but it's just, my blood boils thinking about it because, I wanted it that bad. Yeah. I'll be driving to training and I'll have tears in my eyes and no one knows this about me, but I'm very passionate at what I do. And I'm driving, and as I'm driving, I'm thinking about holding the trophy up. Your winner for 2019 is Toni Sassine, and I'll be driving and I'll actually have tears in my eyes. I like to keep that personal, but I think it's good to get that word out there.
Of course, bro.
Came to competition 2019 last year. Made the semi-finals. Was obviously incredible Australian athletes, incredible, ridiculously fit athletes. And, I'm someone who grew up in a Lebanese family, eat food, eat.
Bread.
I had to sacrifice, bread Christian. I had to sacrifice rice and all of my mum's good cooking because I needed to be at a weight where I can move fast and I need to be strong. I was training twice a day. And during this whole period, Step Up was booming, so I had to sort of balance that. But so I scheduled my time. Mornings will be wake up at 4:20 a.m, do my session, go home, breakfast, train, come back at night, shower, and do all the night classes, and then I'll just on repeat, boom. Anyway, fast forward 2019. My goal was to go there and win it. Unfortunately, I didn't win it, but I ended up ranking third. In Australia,
behind some very talented athletes.
Incredible world athletes. I actually got knocked out against the world champion, and he's an incredible athlete. But just coming up and being on the same stage as these incredible athletes was an achievement for me.
Of course,
personally, I didn't get the score I was aiming for, but I know I gave my best on that day. Yeah, and you learn from that stuff, and
there's no losses, just learning.
Yeah, you only get better. But still to now, it's one of my greatest achievements. I actually broke 2 world records, which was good. 45 seconds knee tuck push-ups. I think I got 60, and I broke the world record in pull-ups on that station. Strict pull-ups. I got 23 strict pull-ups in 45 seconds, and whenever you're in these situations, you don't look at your losses, you look at your wins.
Yeah.
And I could take a lot from that. Thanks to my coach, Dimi. Dimi, I love ya.
Yeah.
She trained my ass off for that event.
She's a good coach.
And one thing always growing up, it's sad. I didn't believe in girl coaches because, like, growing up playing footy, we thought hard
in front of us. Yeah, male dominant.
Male dominant. But growing up, the positive impact on my life has been through females.
Yeah, wow.
My bosses at F45 were both females.
Yeah, exactly.
I was only the male trainer there, so I was supported by all these amazing women. And my head coach at the moment, who coaches me, yes, I am a coach, but we all need coaches to bring the best out of us, is a female as well. So credit to all those beautiful ladies out there. Heaps of respect for you guys. Although we are men, we feel like we're strong and whatnot. But let me tell you, man, girls do bring the best out of you, man. The last thing I want is for my female coach to tell me to do 10 burpees in 20 seconds, and I don't want to give it anything less because I want to give it all my best. So growing up, I actually adapted a bit better to females. So I realized that growing up, being a bit more mature. Yeah. So
they bring out a different side.
Yeah, like it's
in a weird way.
They know how to tap into you, eh?
Yeah.
They know how to tap into you. Like she used to rock up. I used to rock up to training. She's like, you don't want to win the playoffs. I'm like, yes, I fucking do. And then, like, once I remember I was on the rower. I was finished. She's like, that don't fucking want you to win. I'm like, did a girl just yell at me? Did a girl just yell? I fried that rower. I'm like, fuck. So it's good. It's growing up. I did learn that. I adapt better to females, and still to now, she's still my coach. We've had some huge success. From coming not even top 100 in Sydney to coming third in Australia is a credit to obviously
massive success.
Credit to my hard work, but the people around me. Obviously God's blessings as well, giving me the opportunity to be me. We always got to thank Him for that, and for blessing me with the people around me and exposing me to people like Dimi, who's a great coach, and exposing me to the beautiful females at F45 who really looked after me and wanted generally just the best out of me. So
I think
thank God for that.
The people that get the best out of people generally do that because they felt the way the athlete feels at some point. So generally, like, I can get the best out of a client because I know how they feel, because I once felt that way. Do you know what I mean? So I think with, like, Dimi, she's an Olympic weightlifter. Yeah. She was an Olympic soccer player, or she played
Jularoos. She played for
soccer. Yeah, so a very, like, high elite athlete. So she's felt what hard work is, and she knows what it takes to be at the best of, her ability. So she knows what it's going to take. It might be different for everyone, but she knows that, she's got a good athlete like you who's willing to put in hard work, and she knows sort of what works for her, what can I try on Tony that's going to work for him. And I think that's a testament to all the good coaches out there, all the good motivators out there, is because they feel it too. So I think...
Yeah, they've so with Dimi, she, even when I'm down, she's experienced as an athlete. Not everything is all. Christian, you played footy. You know what it's like to 100%. Have a good game, and you know what it's like also to have a not so good game. But it's good to be coached by someone who goes through the same stages as you. The reason why I love coaching is because I was overweight at once. So I know how to tap into someone who's overweight.
100%.
I've been tough. I've been dug deep into the ground, and I found myself back up, and coaches are great to have, aren't they?
Yeah, amazing people, man. Well, thanks for coming on.
Tones, we appreciate you being our first guest.
First guest. It's a pleasure with you boys.
You've made it easy on us.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's good it was good for you guys to bring me in here and talk my story. I'm someone who keeps everything in. I don't really like to talk about myself. I'm more for the people, but thank you for giving me the opportunity to
no worries.
have my word and hopefully inspire some more young people and everyday people
Definitely,
to
man.
better themselves.
And we also want all of our clients, all of our
Viewers.
all of the guests that come on the show. We do it for our knowledge as well.
That's
like,
right.
For us to grow as people as well. We get people that, you know, and the beauty of social media is we can get people that motivate us to actually sit down
And have a chat.
and have a chat with them and pick their brain. And so it's also us learning as well as the viewers as well.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming on, bro.
I really enjoyed it, boys. Thank
Thanks,
you so
Tony.
much. Christian the Goat.
Thank you very much.
Oh, man.
Appreciate
Over and
it,
out.
bro.